What's happening, everybody? Happy Monday. We are here. It is high noon. On a Monday. Coffee and Pods, you know what it is. This is how we do it. We like to start off the week like this. With your podcast friends. Happy Monday. We got the people up in the chat. We got, hello, Corn. Justa, number 2. What's up, Justa? Welcome. Cardiff 1 and 3. And the lovely Stream Elements bot is running. All right, we are here, and we are happy to be here. Episode 19 to start off your podcast week. Hello, I'm the man with the plan, Bobby Fran. How you doing? Happy freaking Monday, everybody. Let's see, what's today's date, friends? We got a good one planned for you today, friends. Let's see, in our brand. Oh, I lost all my elements already. All right, here we go. I don't need that up anymore. Let's take that down. Let's say, what's up, my lost interest? There's our friend saying good morning / good afternoon, Kay. Hello, and good afternoon. Welcome to our friends old and new. We got a good one for you today. We have a special guest today on Coffee and Pods, people. Man himself, Cardiff Electric. He'll be joining us at 12:30. We're going to open up the show as normal. We're going to do our little weather thing. We'll do our National Day calendar and all. Give our friends a chance to get in here. Enjoyed watching the guys on the BS show this morning. I don't think there's anything else on the network today because there's going to be a lot of traveling going on. Where the hype and everything is building up. The excitement is building up for the live Uncle Rico show, which is going to be awesome. I can't wait to attend that. My lost interest. He's got a new name for show. Beer and Pods. All right, Beer and Pods. Let's see. I like that one. Good afternoon, everyone. That's my sister, Kathy, so we'll give her a kiss and say hello. Good morning, Joseph. Hello. Welcome to Coffee and Pods. And there's our friend Kay checking in again. We're happy to see everybody here. We got our friends backstage we're going to bring in. We got some great clips for you. We have a guest. So let's get the ball rolling right here. And let's bring in our producer and co-host of Coffee and Pods. Let's bring in Stormy. Hey, Stormy.
Hi.
How you doing today?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Just like doing all the pre-show preparation, right, with you?
Yeah. I'm trying to get some videos to upload, but the weather here is not good, so it's messing up the internet speed.
That's always the fun part of it. I mean, I don't know if it's the weather, if it's the region. I think there's a thing with Monday mornings because it seems like a lot of people maybe work from home where I'm at, and the internet just seems really clogged up today. But I see that you did have some weather today. I was going to share that picture that you sent me because that was really something that you sent me. I had it queued up there right here. And I'll share that with you real quick. So, yeah, Stormy, we're always doing show prep. It's always kind of like right up to the last minute. And Stormy says, hey, BF, here's the link and all. Hope it loads up and everything. I'm having a problem with the weather around here today. And she sent me a picture. And so there you go. I mean, this looks like you can see like the literal, this is like thunder coming down on you about the.
Yeah. That was before the storm actually hit, too. That was before it looked like it was probably 7 o'clock at night earlier with how dark it was.
Yeah. And these things always have great timing when we're trying to use the internet. The storms like to come along. Let's see. My sister Lost, shout out my Lost. Says, hey, Kathy. And Kathy says, hey, Lost in return. And Stormy says, looking good today. Stormy looking good today.
Thank you.
Very good. And our friend Shayna, you got a kiss there. Our friend Shayna checking in. And Kathy saw your picture of that weather and said, wow, yeah, that's not our first picture that Stormy or video that Stormy has had to send us about the video being difficult in her area.
Yeah, the weather gets pretty bad. It floods here.
Well, today is Monday, May 8th, so we're glad that you made it here to another Monday with us. We got an exciting show. I know you're excited for our guests we have, right?
Oh, yeah.
Excited. This was a special request. Stormy said, BF, we gotta get see if Cardiff wants to come on Coffee and Pods. And I said, well, I'll reach out to him. So we'll be happy to have him joining us at 12:30. See what's commenting in the meantime. Okay, got those. Let's bring in, he's not only like a co-host, a co-panelist on this show with us. He's a co-host / co-panelist on the Sports Heads, which we do every Friday at 7:30 p.m. East. You can see him on No Filter with Andrew, doing 6-hour marathon pods whether he wants to or not. Let's bring in our friend Scott Fitzpatrick. What do you got?
You took a phone call.
Oh, you're getting ahead of yourself.
You took a phone call.
That's right. Scott has a little Guitar Town himself. Oh, Spud set. He's representing right here. The original Spud, Scott Fitzpatrick. We'll take this up with our guest when he comes in here. But Scott was playing a little piece of the hit song that we like. Ray Took a Phone Call, which we're going to cover, which was a spontaneous hit created by the one and only Cardiff Electric during a Ray live. So we're going to get into that and a lot of other things about Cardiff Electric. How you doing today, Scott?
I'm doing good. That's a hard song to get out of your head. I heard it one time. That one doesn't leave.
Right. And then, well, between that and By the Way with our friend Jake. By the way, that's an infectious one too. And we have another Obnoxious John song. Obnoxious John is always kicking out the hits. Shout out to OJ. I see OJ, and he makes funny song parodies. So yeah, he's got another one that he did of Ray. No More Mr. Nice Guy. We might give you a little sampling of that, but we always give credit to Obnoxious John. He always makes some great ones. I know he has a Kinks one out, so shout out to Obnoxious John. All right.
That No More Mr. Nice Guy's a banger, man. It's good.
Yeah. But we were playing it. We were playing a little bit backstage before the show. I said I got a new one for you, Scott, because we like all these parody songs. We love being having fun with all this shit, and also we're happy to be here with everybody today. Let's start off talking about our national days today, since it's today is the 8th. Let's go to our National Calendar Day segment. And as we see here, well, I got it set for the 9th. It always jumps a day ahead on me. Let's go back to today. All right, so we have many of them today. I'm not going to go through every one, but we always like reviewing what the national days are and what kind of things people think are worthy of having a national holiday. So today is World Ovarian Cancer Day, we see. International, easy for me to say day. Let's see. World Red Cross Day. Doesn't sound bad. Time of Remembrance and Reconciliation. National Student Nurse Day. National Women's Checkup Day. National Have a Coke Day and National Coconut Cream Pie Day. So I key on this one because we're all familiar with this one. National Have a Coke Day. Have a Coke and a smile and shut up. You know what? So so it says each year on May 8th, millions of people across the country celebrate National Have a Coke Day. Often referred to as Coke, it is a carbonated soft drink produced by the Coca-Cola Company. How about that? I think we all knew that one.
Yep.
But yeah, you're supposed to celebrate by drinking Coke or anything. So I guess the question stands. Are you a Coke? Oh, look at this. I didn't have to ask him. I was getting ready to say, Scott, Stormy, are you a Coke person? Pepsi? What are you?
I only drink diet soda, and I don't mind if it's diet. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I don't mind if it's Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi, but I'll drink Sprite, but I just don't like regular soda. I really never have.
Yeah, my wife, ever since she made the change from regular sweetened soda to she likes Diet Pepsi and water. But yeah, whenever she has to drink a sweetened soda, she just comments on how sweet and crazy it is.
Yeah, it almost hurts my teeth and everything now when I drink it.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people say that. Now, Scott, I mean, you answered that question. Did you just are you a Coke guy all the way?
8 Cokes a day.
Yeah, he always has been.
8 Cokes a day. Oh my goodness. Yeah, when I was younger, we would have the big gulps all the time. We'd live with them. I have what you call a little bit of a rot gut, I call it at this point. And if I drink too much soda or have too much greasy food on top, it'll mess me up. But I'll drink Coke or Pepsi. Some people are very staunch on. They're very either. What's that, Scott?
I don't know what that was.
They're very Coke or they're very Pepsi. But,
some noise. Wasn't
really?
Me.
Getting fart? Wasn't you farting?
Nope. Maybe my belly.
Maybe. Yeah, after what you did Friday, when you ate all that pet food on, if you didn't see it on the Sports Heads on the Shuley Network, our boy Scott took the challenge, and for Super Chats, he was eating pet food. He was eating dog food and cat food. So tell everybody how he still got it around. He's ready for another challenge. I don't know if we're going to put you through that today, but how did you make out the next day, Scott, after your adventure on Sports Heads?
Everything was fine, but I know why dog poop smells the way it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying that right away, that it tasted like shit in your mouth, and we learned so much because we thought that it took it going through the dog to come out like that, but Scott was saying, "Oh my God, it's turning like instant dog shit in my mouth." So I thought that was a funny comment.
Well, I mean, the next day, I smelled like a dog kennel when I went to the bathroom. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Who let the dog shit in the toilet again? What the hell's going on? I told you, do not let the dog shit in the toilet. The dog shits in the toilet and doesn't flush his pride.
There's been a pecker gnat flying around in here. I ain't been able to get rid of those. Those little pecker gnats that get around dogs.
Pecker gnats? I never heard that term. I don't believe we have that term around. You're just talking about the little gnats, the little tiny ones.
Dog's red rocket. Yeah, that gets around the dog's red rocket.
You call them pecker gnats. That's funny. I can't say I ever heard that exact term used for that before, Scott.
Oh, yeah, it's pecker gnats.
Pecker gnats. I mean, what do you call it if you have them yourself? That guy, I got them damn pecker gnats, boy. I tell you what, son of a bitch. Got them goddamn pecker gnats. Let's see. My lost interest says, I'm not fussy. All right with that. I'm not fussy. Coke versus Pepsi. Bonds versus brunette. It's all good. Pulper80 says, is this the same Stormy that is in a lot of the other YouTube chats? I'm going to probably say yes. Because I don't have to be trying if I'm going out and looking at different chats. I'd say, oh, look, there's Stormy. Stormy's in that chat again. So, yes, that probably is the Stormy that you see in many of the chats. She's in Total BS. She's in all of them. Let's see.
As long as it's a Stormy with 2 E's, that's usually how you can tell the difference.
There you go, right? Because I know a lot of people, as soon as they hear the Stormy, they go, Stormy Daniels, blah, 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 you know, all that stuff. But all right, let's get through our stuff real quick. Let's do our haha history day.
You got your book?
Oh, no. Gosh darn it. I
That's
brought it
okay.
inside, but now it's in there.
It's a real quick one. We'd like to honor our friend Mike Morse, that other guy from the BS Show and the Shuley Network. He co-wrote this book called Haha History. You can get it at Amazon.com. And we like to go, when we do our Monday show, and we like to review whatever day it is. And today's a real quick one. And it says, today, May 8th, 1979, The Cure drops their debut album, Three Imaginary Boys. They are approached to go on tour by the metal band Poison. Okay. For this and other humorous observations about history, get your copy of Haha History at Amazon.com or wherever fine books are sold. Shout out to our friend Mike Morse. That's our Haha History Day. Let's see. Got some shouting out going on in the chat. Corndiv here saying, what's up? Pulper80. Cool. Good to see your face, Stormy. There you go. Yo, Corn. What's up? All right. Happy to have friends new and old here today. This is Coffee and Pods. This is what we do every Monday. This is episode 19 of Coffee and Pods. Stormy and I, and even Scott, we get together. We chat a lot in the messenger about, hey, did you see this? Hey, did you see that? And it got to be so much, we were like, hey, we should just come on air and just do this as a show for the people. And that's why we're here. And Stormy kicked it up a notch by getting us some good highlight clips that we play in our Pod Clips highlights segment every week. And we like to throw in a guest and have fun with y'all. So welcome to Coffee and Pods, episode 19. Let's do a little let's do a weather for Monday. I like to start out, just do like a little traditional show stuff, give you your information, a little news and weather and stuff like that, and get your day you're going and your podcast week of flowing. So let's see. Today is the 8th. You do have some weather, as we talked about, Stormy, going across your area. I guess that's affecting you right here, right?
Yeah, it's the sun's finally peeked through the clouds, but I don't know how long it'll last.
Yeah, so there you can see there's a storm system making its way toward the East Coast. So if you're in the path of that, beware. I know Stormy's being affected by it, and there's some adverse things. Bobby Fran, you sound Southern. Where are you from? Whoa, boy, Southern. Wait a minute. How you say? Boy, I resemble that remark right there. I tell you what would you think I found Southern? It all depends on relativity. We're Southern from what? Let me see. I'm actually on the East Coast. I'm Mid-Atlantic. So we have a twang over here. We got a bit of a twang. But if you're up in Canada, maybe it's all Southern to you. Let me see. Good to see you in the chat. Pulper80. That's right. That's what we love about this. We are a chat family. We go and we're in a lot of these chats, and we see a lot of the same names and friends over and over again. And when you do it enough, you actually become friends and chat family, and that's what we are. So we're glad you're part of it too. So let's see. As we continue with the weather, you can see here the temperatures are getting good right here. Look at this, boy. These are the current temps right now. And this is as of noon today. So we're in the mid-70s. I'm right here. I'm in the Maryland area, the Mid-Atlantic area right here. So that's right. So, but if you're up in Canada, then I'm Southern to you, I guess. But much of the country is warm. Oddly enough, out west is cold. Isn't that something?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So check out the weather for where you are at today. Scott said he was making it through all right. Here's your forecast high today. The weather is coming. It'll be Memorial Day before we know it. But before Memorial Day, they're going to have the Uncle Rico live show up in Pottstown, PA. That's this Saturday. Some of us will be attending. I think our guest will be attending, Mr. Cardiff Electric. So we're bringing him along soon. Let's see. This weekend, I did go. I was going to put the poster up. There it is. Let's see. This weekend, I went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Do any of you guys like the Guardians of the Galaxy? Any of that
Yeah,
stuff?
I like them. I've seen them.
Have you?
Yes.
Yeah, my wife and my daughters, they're all into them too, which is cool. So I don't have to drag them out or talk them. And how about Scott? How about you, Scott? You much of a going out to a movie guy? You much of a
Groot.
Yeah.
Groot. Yes. Spoiler alert: Groot might be not so small anymore. But I went and saw the movie. It was like 2.5 hours long. I'm not going to say it was bad. You know, of course, those movies. It's hard to be bad. It's well done. I mean, the special effects and the makeup and the things they do in it are amazing. I will say that my personal review is like the storyline was a little laxed in it. It almost seemed like they just took all of like the coolest shit from the first two movies and they just like threw it and put it all together. You know, they go on a little bit of a mission for Rocket. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's kind of the theme of the movie. They have to go on a kind of a quest for Rocket, and so all the adventures that entail from that. So the story could have been better, but I thought it was well done. It's worth seeing. You know, you got to see it if you saw 1 and 2. You have to say that you saw number 3. Hey, shout out to the 12 people joining us live. Welcome. All right. Also this weekend, not only that happened, but I understand the coronation of the Queen happened this weekend. Did you see any of that, Stormy? Any of that interest you?
Not necessarily interests me, but I'll watch something if I scroll past it or see it. But I only seen like a small clip or something, but I didn't go searching for it.
Yeah, it was on the screen on the news Saturday morning when I woke up. How about you, Scott? You seem like a big royal family guy.
Well, what I was going to say is I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't know.
All right. Well, all right. So apparently after Queen Elizabeth died, they have to coronate a new king, and Charles is going to become the king, so they have a coronation ceremony. But I'll go to England now for a live report on how people really feel about this coronation. Let's see how the people really feel. Let's go to live in England. Oh, of course it's buffering.
What happens?
I love the internet.
It's amazing how many people are there.
Now here we go. It's a live report about how the people in England really feel about this. Shove the coronation up your ass.
Oh, man.
Up their arse.
Up their arse, yeah, right. Hearing a crowd full of people say arse. So I guess that's how the people on the ground feel. I don't know. I thought maybe Americans were the only ones that were indifferent about the coronation of the king, but you can see otherwise, no. Let's see. They chanted their hatred so clear. Not easy, I guess he meant, for a large stadium. Yeah, that was right. That was they felt that, didn't they, Lost? Holy crap. It's a whole stadium full of Hughesies. Shove your coronation up your ass. Fucking easy. Shout out Hughesy. Yeah, so that's a report from the ground about how the people really feel about the coronation. All right, let's see. Like 19, 20 minutes past the hour. We're going to work our way up to 12. But until we do get to 12:30, it's going to be that time to bring it back. Whoop. If I can remember what track I used to use for that song. Let's see. Here it is.
Oh.
Bringing it back. BF likes to go out on the internet and look for shite. And that first clip was supposed to be part of it. And I got another one for you because it's time for BF's Internet Shite. Clips of funny things I find on the internet and share with you. All right. That first one about the coronation, that was supposed to be part of it, but we're going to run through this real quick. I have another cool video that I found, and it was I like to share it with you. This is pretty cool. This is an example of how you can do something cool with water and sound waves. Check this shit out. And the music's playing real gently in the background, but we'll let it play.
Oh, wow.
So he has a simple thing. He's got like a hose spraying, sitting on like a woofer, and it's just showing you the sound waves of the bass. Boom, boom, and Billie Jean. So I like that. I love seeing physical representations of like sound waves and things like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What do you think about that, Scott? It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. I'm a little bit on the spectrum, and I could watch that all day long.
I think we're all a little bit on the spectrum there, Scott. Look at that. That's cool. Yeah, I'm going to give you ideas. Now he's going to be out there with his garden hose on a woofer and like his guitar going bang and seeing how far he can shoot. What? Right, Scott?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You got the wheels. I got the wheels turning for you there. So
got the window saying where I'm going to set up at.
all I can say is video of that. Let's see. Our friend Stud Joe's checking in. The Kink song slaps. Yes, Obnoxious John song.
Yeah,
that's right. Cool. We got a cool on there. Cool from Shayna. All right, that's cool. All right, that was cool. All right. Put the coronation up your arse. Very good. All right. Well, that was it. So let me see. I only had 2 little pieces for you today for the internet shite. So we'll wrap up this segment real quick. With just 2 quick pieces today. That was BF's internet shite. I see cool things like sprinklers or people telling to shove coronations up their ass. I like to share that with you.
So when that Facebook user says from Shayna, is that Shayna typing in from Shayna?
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, because I don't think you got to, if you're in Facebook and you want your comments to go through, because right now we are not only broadcasting on at Bobby Fran on YouTube, but we're also on the Sportshead/Armchair Comic page on Facebook, and it's on my Twitter feed. So there's 3 different ways you can watch it. But if you're on Facebook, you have to click a little thing, and you have to allow StreamYard to let your name pass through. So that's why people come up like that, Scott. But yeah, that's our friend Sheena checking in. Is our friend Shayna checking in?
Hi, Shayna.
I see that Shayna. She was back to podcasting with you guys, right?
Yep. I'm not sure if she expects those 6-hour marathons though, because she looks like she's wore out at the end of them.
A couple times I too, and y'all look pretty worn out on that stuff.
Yeah, I told her to leave if she needs to. You guys would understand. Not everybody can sit there for 6 hours. I told her that's why I left.
Yeah, it's tough. Like I said, I'll tune into you guys. I'll tune into you guys during the day, and I'll come back, and you guys are still on air. There's like, yeah, you guys go at it. So what'd you get into?
In a lunchbox. I'm bringing a lunchbox next time.
No shit, man.
Don't pack dog food, or do, I guess, if you want
it. Don't pack dog food. Very good. All right, let's see. All right, we got a couple more minutes before our guest joins us today. All right, got our videos queued up. Let's see.
I think we did back-to-back 6 hours. I think we did a 6-hour Saturday and a 5-hour, 6-hour Sunday.
Yeah, but the Saturday show was 30 minutes almost of Andrew sleeping.
Oh yeah, we'll cover a little bit of that in our pod clip segment. Scott, tell everybody where they can see you guys do that kind of stuff, because you do a couple different shows.
It's on Andrew and Friends, and he would love your prescription or subscription.
Prescription maybe too.
Love all that. We'll take the prescription. Scott, Andrew will love your subscription to his page. That's right. Andrew's trying to get his subs up on his page.
We got 2 shows called No Filter and Weird Stuff.
Right. So if you ever want to see a 6-hour marathon show, you do get a lot of people come in because you're on air so long. I think people can tune in at any time of the day and just jump in and check you.
You never know what you're going to jump in and what kind of conversation is going to be going on. It goes all over.
You can almost guarantee every time it talks about bowel movements and farts, though.
Yeah, a lot of that. There's a lot of that. Every conversation goes back to that.
And Shayna and Andrew are just sitting there in silence, just listening.
All right, there's Stormy put up our link in the chat right there. So if you want to go to the group, and see us in the Facebook group. You can check us out right there. My Lost Interest says, love you, Shayna from Lost. He's another friend. You'll see, if you see Stormy in a lot of the chats, you also see our friend My Lost Interest in a lot of the chats.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's see. And she also put up Coffee and Pods. Wow. That's funny you say that, because you know what, Stormy? No, they didn't get a Coffee and Pods. They can get this cool-ass Coffee and Pods mug. Look at that. Ooh, fancy. Don't be jealous. Go to coffeeandpods.com. Right there. You see it. And get your own right there.
Sometimes the aesthetic of the glass can change the way you enjoy the beverage.
Maybe, yeah.
I concur, and I agree. Let's see. Let's see. Where is the damn potato? He'll be along soon. The damn potato will be along soon, hopefully. And let's see. Bob, restart. No, because this is called a Monday thing, Kath, and a lot of the shows are having similar problems. Did you hear all the audio issues they were having on BS this morning? All the crackling?
Yeah, I heard crackling. Every time that happens, I think it's my headphones, and so I have to detach from whatever device I'm on and try to reset everything up, because I always think it's me, but no, it's not. It's got to be StreamYard or technology thing, YouTube. I don't know, but I think that as long as you can make out the words, sometimes it's better to tough through the situation rather than restart sometimes.
Yeah, I have the Ethernet cable. I got a high-speed computer. I got an Ethernet cable. I'm doing all the right stuff. And our friend says, thanks, guys, for making me laugh from Sheena. Hey, Sheena, what's up? And my sister says, Tass is in here. Up in here.
Oh,
Up.
Tass.
Very good. Oh, here we go. Tass checking in. I missed your check-in earlier there. There you go. How you doing? Hi, Tass. That's another friend of ours. Very cool.
Yeah, we put your drawing on our website page, too. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah, we got some great, she did the drawing of you and I. She predicted the future because she did the pencil drawing of us. And then we ended up taking pretty much that same picture when we went to the Chris Abel's. Totally unplanned, yeah. Now, as far as Uncle Rico is happening this weekend in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, how are your prospects looking for going there, you guys?
It's hard to find travel where we live. I'll have to drive 12 hours. So it really depends on weather and everything. Yeah. And situation as far as that goes, because the airports here, we don't have any really.
Right. So you're in one of the situations where you have to drive to even get to the closest airport, huh?
Yeah, you got to drive probably 4 or 5 hours to get to an airport that'll take us even close to where we want to go.
Wow. Yeah, that's something. It's pretty convenient where I'm at. I live I'm about 20 minute ride from the airport, but I understand that can be a problem in different parts of the country and also.
Yeah, and it's weird because there's a guy that lives 10 miles from me that has his own airplane.
Oh, shit. Guess you figured out why he's got his own airplane now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one way of beating the airport lines and everything.
Yeah, he'll just fly around the town. You can see him.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of scared shitless to fly. I've never flown. I don't know.
I haven't either, but I wouldn't mind doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I know. Well, I saw they had the MTV Movie Awards on last night. Did you happen to see any of that?
I didn't see any of that.
I saw a little bit of it because my wife and daughter had it on, and they were showing Tom Cruise flying around in his own plane. I imagine that's how he gets around too.
Yeah. Crazy.
All right, y'all. Well, it's the time we've all waited for. Our guest is backstage. The anticipation has built. We are here. It is our guest. It's time to bring him in. You know him. You love him. The most famous podcaster in the world today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome to Coffee and Pods, Mr. Cardiff Electric.
Oh, hello. Stole my license plate.
Scott, did you steal his license plate?
From 1992.
Hello, Cardiff. Welcome to Coffee and Pods. How are you doing today, sir?
Thank you. Welcome. I'm happy to be here. I've been excited to come on this show. ever since I woke up this morning and remembered I'm coming on this show.
Well, that's just the right amount of time, sir. But we appreciate you being here. How are you feeling? We saw that you were gone for a while and you weren't feeling well. Tell all the folks how you're feeling now.
I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's this thing going around called COVID-19. Yes. Perhaps some of you have been affected by this. But yes, I'm the last person on Earth to catch COVID-19. Yes, it ends here. It ends here. But yes, feeling better. Thank you.
All right. Flying is awesome. When is your plan? Okay, we're just catching up on some of these things. Let's see. The potato drum beat. Yes, sir. All right.
Hello, Deepak.
Your friend Cardiff is also checking in. Hello, Cool. Hello, Cool. My lost interest. This potato gets it. Friend Kay checking in. Our friend Matt from Boombastic Media checking in.
You have a great audience. They know me.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. We all know you. We all love the potato. Let's see. Affects potato more than normal people. The COVID affected potatoes more than the normal person, huh?
Yes. And unfortunately, I only had 17 vaccinations, so I should have got one more. And
that
then
18th one, that would have been the trick.
Would have been the one, yes.
My Lost Interest says, welcome, Cardiff, to the best Monday morning podcast on the interwebs. Thank you, My Lost Interest. And our friend Stut Joe Depot checking in. Producer Sports Head.
Stut Joe Depot.
So, not only we know Cardiff Electric from the show, but we also know him to be the Bedabbler's very best friend. That's correct, right? You guys are still very good friends, right?
We have a love-hate relationship. Sometimes we love each other, sometimes we hate each other. But much like Opie and Anthony, I think we work well together. So I continue to endure him.
I thought that I thought you were best friends here. Let me see. I have a clip from one of your old shows in Bedabbler after Pottstown.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, after DabbleCon. Yes.
Excuse me. That's right. I got ahead of myself already.
Pottstown this Saturday.
That's
May
right.
13th, come to Pottstown, yes.
And I'm looking forward. I have my VIP already purchased. I'm looking forward to meeting Cardiff Electric and all the other guys in person there. But let's check this clip out real quick.
Dabbler said Carl called today to come on WATP.
He didn't call.
Even though it's Cardiff's spot, I'll do it anyway. I'm a piece of shit. I don't care about my friends. My career. And getting fucked in the rear end. That's all right.
I have a career.
That's
it's not
okay.
Really, it's not this. This is kind of more fun. Oh, sorry.
Forget it. I'll save it for my channel.
It was beautiful.
Sometimes.
Watch.
Hey, we have 48 beloved chatas, right?
Sometimes I forget how talented I am.
So even though he went on WATP without you, you're still good friends with your best friend Bedabbler, huh?
Yes. I think that at that moment, the reason I was so upset was he did not credit me enough on his WAT appearance. I felt he should have given me more credit for bringing him to the big show. Yes.
Yeah, that was great seeing all that after Rochester. After the original show, but we're looking forward to this weekend show. Let's see, Obnoxious John, our friend's checking in. He says, how did you book the most famous podcaster in the world today?
It's a good question. I think you used some Shuli leverage on me.
Little Shuli leverage. And it involves sexual favors. We will not go into the details over here. No one's business.
Yeah.
Oh, gee. Okay. Now, we always enjoy watching Cardiff Electric and watching the potato. Whenever he's on, I always try to catch up with him. And one time we were watching Ray's show, and
I think this is one of my favorite moments on Ray's show.
One day, Ray was so inept at running his own show that he had to have the potato run his show, and during that, this happened.
Well, I don't know what to do. Like, we don't have to. Ratings are.
If we don't get the freeze going on.
Buffering.
Of course.
Yeah, I was getting some lag just on the stream here. I don't know if it's
I think
me.
everybody is. Strange.
Yeah, we're constantly fighting these issues. Let me try another method for sharing that.
I think I like the moment when you caught Ray mouthing his own act while he was watching it.
One of my favorites. One of my favorites. Yes.
Let me pull up a good copy of it. Here we go.
Well, he was watching himself and then talking the words at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was doing comedy karaoke with his own act.
Yeah.
Yes. Or comedy lip syncing. Yeah.
Did you just see BF going fast forward there?
Yeah, it's I don't know. Everything's weird. The lagging and the internet and stuff. I don't know.
It
He
certainly
goes
is.
like, looks like it's going 5 million miles an hour.
Yeah, it'll
Honest-
stop and then.
Weird.
Well, I don't know what to do. Like, we don't have to.
Ratings are.
I'm already regretting that we're doing this.
Oh, I thought you were enjoying it. Okay, no, I'll take it off. It's your show.
Yeah, I'm already like regretting that.
Oh, this
Yes.
is where Ray was
That
watching.
we were
very
so
happy
all
watching
enamored.
himself. Yeah.
Yes.
No.
And I gave a comment that you really liked.
It's like a monkey in a mirror.
Oh, look who's laughing now! Finally, I never heard you laugh before. He was impressed. He was informed. Jesus Christ!
That's the line of the day, Bobby Fran.
I don't need this shit, man. My special comes out tomorrow.
This is your show.
What the fuck? I don't need it. Well, I don't know what to do. Like, we don't have to.
Get that out of there.
I'm already regretting that we're doing this.
Oh, I thought you were enjoying it. Okay, no, I'll take it off. It's your show.
I'm on
Yeah,
the screen twice.
All right. So that was a good one, sir. I got to say my second favorite moment in podcasting. My first favorite moment in podcasting was making Bob Levy laugh and having him say that I did something funny. But my second greatest moment is making you laugh, Potato. So I really enjoyed
I'm
that.
honored. I'm honored.
If I can figure out how to get this off the stream, we'll be in good shape here. That's
There we go.
very good.
Yeah, I've had some fun times with Ray DeVito. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. Even the one time when he was in a hotel room and I was trying to convince him to just leave the stream on and so people can watch him sleep.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been again. I think that was his first super chat episode, so I thought
Yes.
he would have. I thought he would have made a fortune that night, but he declined to accept my advice.
Oh, that's funny.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, you're everywhere recently. It seems like.
Yeah, I get around. I get around.
And another example of Ray's unprofessionalism, during this same stream, Ray took a phone call from someone on his record label, which caused this. Or so you can go.
Ray's on the phone with his record label. He took the call in the middle of his own show. It's very unprofessional. It's very unprofessional. That's just Ray.
It's the hit.
Ray took a phone call. 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 Ray took a phone call.
And that was a smash hit, spontaneous hit. Ray took a phone call.
Spotify on fire. Spotify is on fire.
So that was something. So that was part of that same stream. Yeah, we're watching it, and you were already doing the screen share for him, kind of basically running his show. And then all of a sudden, he gets a phone call, and he leaves us all hanging on the air, Cardiff. Terribly unprofessional.
Yes, he was trying to get his special onto Sirius XM, so I understand that took a priority for him. Yes, but now that Ray has super chats, he will never leave the stream again.
Yeah, I can say. He's doing multiple streams. He's doing streams against the Shuley show. He don't care. Ray's on the air all the time now.
All the time. Unfortunately, he always messages me. He wants me to come on. I'd love to come on again, but it's always the timing. We're like two ships in the night.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's unfortunate, but I will be back on Ray's stream again soon, perhaps after Pottstown. Perhaps after Pottstown. I don't think he's coming to Pottstown now, is he? Did he?
It changes by the minute in the show. It seems Potato. Yeah, it seems to change. Last I heard, he's going to do 8 to 10 minutes in Pottstown, and Bob's going to put the hook on him if he takes any longer than that.
Oh, okay, good. I'm looking forward to meeting him, and to you as well.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Yeah, I've seen Ray live, and I'm looking forward to be my first time to see you all live and all.
Oh, yes, it's my third time doing stand-up.
Excellent.
Ooh,
excellent. Let's
third
see.
time.
Yes,
Pulper80 says, now that Ray has super chats, he will only leave his attention to his co-host Point to read them. Okay.
Yes. I've told Ray. I think I was on one of those streams too. I told him he should really employ Carlos Danger as a permanent co-host.
Yeah.
I think as Ray is good, but he needs a little bit of direction.
Yeah, a little bit of buffer. You got to bounce some ideas off of somebody. Yeah, a little somebody to talk to. It doesn't hurt.
And those two work well together.
Oh yeah, I think so.
But Ray, he's developed like this whole new attitude ever since he's been on the Shuley Network. And he's coming out hot and he's being aggressive. It doesn't seem like it goes with his character that I originally knew Ray of, and so much so that he's producing songs like this now. Shout out to Obnoxious.
Bobby
Shout
Pratt.
out. Yes.
Sorry. Shout out to Obnoxious John.
Yes.
Great OJ. Yes. Hopefully we will see him in Pottstown on Saturday.
I would
He's
like
on
to
the
see.
fence.
I would like to see OJ because he makes good song parodies. I would like to meet him in person. Yes.
But Ray, how old of a gentleman are you, Bobby Fran?
Interesting. A gentleman. You want to take some guesses at it, or do you want me to just spit it out?
I would rather not insult you.
Insult me. I am. Let me get my timpani. I am. Give you a good look. My birthday is September 21st. I am 55 years old.
Congratulations.
I'm an old son of a bitch there, Potato.
Good. I wanted to make sure before I made this reference, but what Ray DeVito is doing is kind of like when Coca-Cola came out with New Coke.
Oh, yes.
Only to quickly revert back to classic and then become more popular than ever. So what simple, kind Ray will be back, and it's going to make him bigger than ever in comparison to Angry Ray.
So we're going to have classic Ray Cola come back. I love that analogy. That's an excellent analogy.
Yes. It will be back. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, because New Coke ain't cutting it. New Coke is like lost his mind. I don't know what's going on.
Now that we talk about that, I wouldn't mind some New Coke right now.
We had the Coke and Pepsi debate earlier in the beginning of the show. Are you a Coke or a Pepsi guy? What are you, Potato?
I would say if I had to choose one, I would be a Coke guy, but I'm indifferent.
You're indifferent?
When the waitress says we only have Pepsi, I say okay.
Same as you, brother. Same as you. Now I don't know if a lot of people.
I probably might make a stupid dad joke in there too, but I eventually will accept the Pepsi. Yes.
Now I'm not sure if a lot of people are aware of this, but your origins as Cardiff Electric, you started out with the Stuttering John. That's correct, right?
Yes, I was the leader of the SJ Army.
The leader of the SJ Army.
Leader of the SJ Army, taking down the haters and trolls.
Yes, you were, and so much so, I remember early days before you converted or switched side, whatever you want to call it, you would come into the Discord and you have some fun. Hey, where's all of my Stuttering John fans? And you were a staunch defender of Stuttering John. And one of the places I first actually heard your show or your voice is when you interviewed Shuli Agar on the world famous Cardiff Electric podcast.
Yes.
And you gave him like the five questions of why he's jealous of Stuttering John. Yeah,
I proved why. Even Carla, I took Carla down. I took them all down as part of the SJ Army. And now, unfortunately, I've had to, because of this incident, actually,
What incident is that?
Oh, it's not working. Never mind.
You're having Q issues too?
Apparently.
Yeah, it's one of those days. Let's see. All right, well, I'll go through some of these comments while you do that. Coke wants to be less white. Oh, we lost Stormy. Uh-oh, come back, Stormy. Stormy's weather took her out. Let's see. Coke wants you to be less white. Yeah, Coke wants you to be less white. Bud Light wants you to be less heterosexual. We get it. We don't pay attention, but we get it. Dr. John says, LOL, I cannot type. Let's see. Orshi Cola just wants you to be more thirsty. Obnoxious John. Go ahead, buddy.
They still make RC Cola? I don't remember the last time I've seen an RC.
They have in my region. Are you still working on something, Mr. Potato?
I don't think it's going to work. But anyway, I had the clip of Stuttering John talking about why he blocked me. So that was the end of the SJ Army for me. But nothing seems to be working right now.
I know. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one having the problem because you probably like me. We put a lot of time and effort in getting these computers right, connections, restarting, rebooting, all that shit, and you come on air and it all goes to hell anyway. Yes, very much so. Let's see.
But yeah, I started off as a big fan of Stuttering John and turned his back. We're friends again though. We are back to chatting on Twitter. Me and the great Stuttering John. So I'm reconsidering a lot of my options now. I may have to disassociate myself with Uncle Rico now that we're friends again.
Oh shit! We'll have to see if that. So I guess there's a question of where your loyalties are going to end up. But I know he's been churning the water. He's been churning the waters a little more lately, and he's kind of acting like he's going to come back and do something. Do you foresee him coming back and doing a show?
I hope so.
I think he's the type of person that he has so much going on in his mind and ego about him, and so many things to say about what's being said about him. I don't think it's going to be much longer. It's just a matter of what outlet is going to get him. Will he do the exclusive subreddit surfing with you? What do you think?
Possibly. Opie's going to be on subreddit surfing soon. That's an almost guarantee right now. But Stuttering John, not quite yet. But Bobby Fran, I want to put the fire out on these rumors that what's going to happen this Saturday at Pottstown is me helping Stuttering John get his comeuppance against the Uncle Rico show. That is not. I do not have something planned to take down the entire Uncle Rico show this Saturday and destroy any momentum they have. I am not there as a soldier in the SJ Army. No, I am just there as a comedian. So please squash those rumors.
Okay.
Right now. That's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. I will not be taking a giant piss on everyone at the Uncle Rico show. Wait, no, we did that at DabbleCon. Never mind. Hold on. I'm not there to destroy the Uncle Rico show. I want everyone to know.
All right, well, we'll have to trust that you're not acting as a double agent for Stuttering John.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. The Uncle Rico show can trust me.
Trust me. We're gonna see. I'm gonna have extra eye on you when I'm up there. Let's see. Cardiff appreciations. Look, this guy stopped eating French fries for you. Look at that, Cardiff.
Thank you, Boombastic. Thank you.
He changed his whole viewpoint on potatoes.
Ooh, a sponsor. Someone's looking for a sponsorship. Cardiff Electric Pod. Well, come see me in Pottstown. I'll have maybe a sticker for you.
Stuttering John's like, hello. Yes.
I hope Stacho Depot didn't hear any of that.
Zumach and Melendez, perfect duo.
It is time.
Whoa, it's not
TGB.
Ooh, it's not something. Oh, let me see. All right, we got. I'm trying to fan the Zumach, Melendez team. All right. Okay, shout out. Cardiff, but didn't you say you had 45 minutes on Mike Morse?
Yes, but I'll be doing that on Patreon after. I've only got 5 minutes on stage.
Let's see. Cardiff, insert 2 wires in your potato body and attach to your router to boost your signal. See?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, my lost interest. I appreciate the technical information.
Oh, well.
You ever make a potato clock, Bobby Fran?
Yeah, I think we did that back in the day where I had to impale a potato. Sorry about that. I must admit.
I'm used to it.
Let's bring Stormy back in. She's back because her internet cut out. What's up, Stormy?
Hi.
All right.
Verizon, I assume?
Yep.
I knew it.
Yeah, but then after the WATP stuff, then the funny part turned into when all of a sudden you said you had an exclusive with the person who punched Chad Zumick. And that things really kind of turned on that one, Potato.
Oh yeah, I learned how stupid some people are.
Were any of those people you?
No. They get really angry when you lie about a lie, apparently, and make an obvious gag from the get-go. But those people are. Speaking of some of those people, I got my first. Here's an exclusive for you. Clip it. Mm-hmm. I got my first copyright strike last night because of Chad Zumock.
Because of Chad. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Because of the mud shark videos I've been doing. Watching Chad watch MLC got me a copyright strike. Yes, by one.
That's amazing because people are sniping. People are sniping snipes, and that's one of the way I enjoy all this stuff because, you know, we like the humor of everything. Now, we're not much in this podcast drama, so I'm not going to watch a show for the drama, but I love watching a show with you and Bedabbler where you're just kind of looking in on MLC or on Chad watching MLC, though it's just like watching a snipe of a snipe is hilarious, but I don't see where they find that you're more in violation than anyone else doing it.
Yeah, I'm still investigating. I'm not sure if the reportee is a Chad fan or Chad himself, or if it's an MLC person. The copyright they went after was MLC, so I don't know. They may have filed the same claim against Chad too. So I don't know, but we will see. I'm working through the legal process right now with YouTube.
Wow, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting that somebody this podcast wars is escalating to people just reporting each other and tattling.
Well, yeah, so I was going to kind of ask you about it. I can't imagine that you're in favor of such a thing. It seems like it would be a lot more fun just to have this to play out on the air.
Yeah, absolutely. No offense, Stormy, but it's a bitch move.
It's a bitch move. Yeah, I agree with that, Potato. Yes, sir.
Nope, I agree. I think
so. You said you're having Opie on. When's that going to happen?
We're still in talks, but he has agreed in principle to come on Subreddit Surfing. So I do Opie's show Friday. Usually I do Thursdays with Cardiff, every Friday with Opie, and some of the other vegetables join on occasion. Yes. But Opie and I have built a wonderful relationship, and he has agreed in principle to come on Subreddit Surfing.
I do love catching those streams. They're very humorous in the morning when it's first thing in the morning, and Opie's he's more or less big timing us with his nice ocean view, which I get. I understand. I would do that too. But I love seeing the Potato on there, and when Cardiff gets on there, and I really enjoyed the one when you came on there. Y'all came on there acting like each other. You came on acting like the corn and danced poorly. That was a lot of fun.
Trying to take him down from the inside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like Opie guy. I'm not a big Opie and Anthony guy. I came more from the Howard Stern universe over to this stuff. Were you a big Opie and Anthony fan originally? Were you originally aware of them?
I was both. So originally it was Stern, Stern, and then I discovered Opie and Anthony. So I had Stern in the morning, Don and Mike middays, and Opie and Anthony in the afternoons, and it was. Those are some great times. Spent a lot of time in the car, not being productive.
Yeah, you were on that network too. We had the Don and Mike show as well. We had the Stern package and Don and Mike, and I think for a while they even Scott Farrell was being played very late at night if on the same syndication package. But yeah, Don and Mike. I live in the Mid Atlantic area, so I'm very familiar with Don and Mike. They're some really good DJs.
I enjoyed Don and Mike. Yes, they were quality.
Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara, right?
Yes.
Very good.
Mike O'Mara is still doing a podcast, which is unlistenable, and Don Geronimo is doing something else too. But the two of them.
And that Robbie Spiewak, he moved on, their producer guy, right?
I believe. No, I think he's working with Mike.
Is he still working? with Mike?
I think he's working with Mike. Yeah, on his podcast.
Yeah, the only way I even knew of Opie and Anthony was through Howard Stern, because Howard Stern, when he would go into a new market, he would just go in and he would call out whoever was the number one guy there and say, "I'm going to destroy you." And so those were my awarenesses of Opie and Anthony. I didn't really know any of their material, but I'm liking getting to know them after the fact. But
yeah, it was a great show. It was a great, and there's different generations of that show, but some of the kind of golden age with like the Patrice years coming on regularly, just having those were some great shows.
Excellent. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like going back and rediscovering a lot of the stuff that I missed the first time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of the video is gone. A lot of the archived video is gone, so it's just audio only, kind of kicking around YouTube. But apparently, they had a manager that had owned all the videos, and it just disappeared. Poof.
Very good. Now, Cardiff, I need to ask you. I see you by yourself a lot of times, but I never hear you talk about like a Mrs. Cardiff, a Mrs. Is there a Mrs. Potato in your life?
There is a Mrs. Potato. Yes, there is. I've mentioned her on occasion.
Okay.
She's a civilian.
Ooh.
But there is a Mrs. Cardiff. Yes.
I was going to ask you if you can kind of have like interstarch relationships. Are you allowed to like get with a sweet potato? Is that like a thing in your community? Is that allowed or?
I don't think Mrs. Cardiff would like that.
You don't think she would like that too much? All right.
No.
Oh.
And I've never tried.
Yo, wink, wink. Never tried.
Mm-hmm.
Is it true that the potatoes from Idaho are stuck up and feel that they're better than everybody else? Is that true?
Yep.
Sons of bitches.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Very
the thing with Ireland and the Great Potato Famine?
Well, as Ireland's history continues to repeat itself, they had a good thing going, and they decided to, not appreciate the wonderful resources they had, and they neglected us. So we decided to neglect them and not grow.
Oh,
Yes, and
I thought it was the other way. I thought it was the other way around, where they ran out of food and all they had was potatoes to eat.
Nope. The potatoes withdrew their participation in that culture, so they had nothing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the way I remember it, at least. That's the way my Grammy told me it went down.
Now, Scott, isn't it true that you said in the recent past that you wanted Cardiff to cease and desist because of your license plate? You said you were the OG Spud. You're the original potato, right?
I'm an original potato. Played guitar. I noticed Cardiff plays guitar. Played guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Earphones are almost the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I think we know where we got the
I'm
inspiration.
I'm not as handsome though. I'm not as handsome.
All right, cool. Well, we appreciate Cardiff Electric being here.
Is that all the question you had for me, Scott? I'm waiting for you to get to something.
That was it.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting too. I think that's it.
All
right, well, every
apparently
week-
Scott's been dipping into the bowl early this morning.
Yeah.
I think so.
He's still adversely affected. Oh, what do you got? Oh, there you go. You'll have to forgive him. He has a little dog food and cat food poisoning. On our most recent episode of Sports Heads, our boy Scott here offered to eat dog and cat food for super chats.
Ah, congratulations. How'd that go?
A little rough.
Yeah, very rough.
A little rough.
I didn't eat dinner that night. I didn't for real.
I didn't need to. I was full.
Well, I'm sure you didn't need to. I couldn't. I was too sick from after watching that.
Are you really Stormy's dad?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
Yes.
Bobby, are you and Stormy married?
No relation.
Oh,
We're just
no
good
relation.
friends. We met through
Friends.
podcasting.
Ah, the podcasting. Okay.
Podcast
Gotcha.
family.
Just trying to get all the family tree organized here.
Yeah.
And who's
Make
Jake?
sure. Jake.
Oh,
That's the question of the day, isn't it? Who is Jake?
We're not sure either. He just flies in sometimes.
Ah.
So you are familiar with the new internet sensation that is Jake Hudson, are you?
Oh, Jake. That Jake.
Yeah. Jay, yeah, he says that we're his I'm his sister podcast.
What's up, guys?
oh,
Hey,
How?
Another
How-
obnoxious John banger.
by the way, shut up, Mike. By the way, By the way,
Shout out Obnoxious John OG.
Yes, I get many invitations to appear on Jake Hudson's streams. I have yet to click on one, but one day maybe.
Well, he doesn't have his channel anymore, so I don't know how that's working out now.
Oh, that's true. Yes, he has been taken down. Again, probably a similar approach to what's happening to me here. It's a targeted attack. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
What did he do to get his channel taken down? Do we even know? Or was it just reports?
All I know is that there's been claims he played adult entertainment videos on his, or somebody did, maybe a hacker.
Him and Ian Hawk told me a day or two ago that somebody, because he lets everybody have all of his information. I guess everybody can control his everything, and so somebody got on his YouTube and played about a half hour of gay porn.
Oh, now I'm upset that I didn't subscribe and click notifications.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but
30 minutes got through though, eh?
I really don't think. I think it might have come in. I think it might have happened again a second time or something. But anyway, I really don't think Jake did it. I think it's just somebody because he lets everybody have everything.
Yes, no, that's not. I did have a penis on my stream once.
Right on.
I thought you said Stuttering John never did your show.
No.
Oh man.
Ooh.
I opened up. Sometimes I just put the link out for my StreamYard just to see what happens. That experiment went wrong. This one particular time.
Oh.
Do Cardiff and Scott play similar guitar style? Should we have a little guitar off?
No.
No.
We're gonna say no. Scott's a national treasure.
Thanks, KB.
Yeah.
Where has Jake's YouTube gone?
By
the way, that's where it went. It went by the way.
Yeah, he's an interesting character, that Jake Hudson. How did he end up in this world?
I don't know. He just.
I think I really started seeing him on MLC, and then I invited him on Coffee and Pods one day, and he just throws himself out there.
I think originally he started off in the Steel Toe morning show world.
I think I was on I think it was a BNS show, and he was on once, and yeah, he's an interesting character. But he shows up on Opie too now.
Yeah,
he does.
Opie brings him on every once in a while too, wandering around the old compound.
It seems like everything I go on in the last few weeks, every show he's following me.
Yep.
Mr. Potato.
You're his dad.
Yeah, he's taking a liking to me for some reason.
It says, will it be you or your proxy at Pottstown? I heard that you said you paid a homeless man to be your proxy last time. So
yes. It's possible I'll do that again. It depends on how much of an effect Joe Biden's inflation has on me this month. If I have enough money left over, I will hire somebody to do the job. It's like, why do the work yourself if you can just pay others to do it?
Indeed. All right. Let's see. All right. Well, Stormy makes a nice pod clips highlight package reel that we like to sit here and play every week, and we'll watch it and we'll kind of pause it and everything, comment on. So we're going to get into that right now, if you don't mind, Mr. Potato. Welcome, Cardiff Electric. Here's your weekly ad for Andrew there, Stormy.
Yeah.
His friend Andrew, he fancies himself an adult entertainer, and he has his own what's it, not OnlyFans, Pornhub.
Pornhub.
Yeah, he has his own Pornhub. So he's looking for somebody to do camera work with.
He's recently started calling it an art form. It's an art. It's art. Bye,
What happened here, Stormy? Oh, she stuck out a little bit. Go,
I
Scott.
don't know what we should do.
I don't know.
That's when he fell asleep.
I think Stormy's doing something. In the meantime, Alexa, play farts.
Would they?
I like the names of them.
Alexa, play farts.
Okay.
No, not.
Farts. Hidden plate is killer farts. Like this. Try asking me for a squeaky
So this is what happens
fart.
when you fall asleep
Or
on your
say
live
random.
stream.
Squeaky
They took
fart.
over his Alexa.
Here comes a squeaky fart.
Was this on your stream on the sports heads? Or was this on
This is on a show
another
called
fart?
No Filter. Well, go ahead, Scott.
Play
Tell
a
everybody.
shark.
Tell them what it's about.
I think this one here was weird stuff.
Yeah, but it's on the
Would you
No
like to hear
Filter
another
channel.
fart?
Yeah, it's the same group of guys.
Shark.
Okay.
Oh, somebody's. Hey,
Ladies
excuse
and
me.
gentlemen,
Excuse me. Hey,
don't forget.
hey.
Hey,
Whoever's at the door,
Don't
can you
forget-
come in? Whoever's at the door, can you come in, please?
she heard the fart.
So Andrew is our friend. He has cerebral palsy. He lives in an assisted living center, and he counts on the nurses. So he fell asleep during this live stream the other day. They do a thing called No Filter with Andrew. He fell asleep, and they tried to reprimand his Alexa, and we had him playing Metallica loud and everything. And what'd they do, Stormy, when they played the music to the top?
It was for, I don't know. He was out for at least 22 to 30 minutes. I can't exactly remember, but they shut the door whenever the music got loud. Instead of checking on him or telling him to turn it down, they shut the door.
Yeah, we were telling it to play Metallica. We told it to play It's Raining Men. We were thinking of all the outlandish shit we could do to wake him up.
As loud as it could go.
And that's what they do.
Andrew won't wake up.
We're concerned about Andrew. He won't wake up.
Oh.
I don't know if he's okay
Look at this.
or.
Andrew, you
Here's-
okay?
Look at these looks on his
He was
face.
asleep. He was just sleeping. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you. Thank you.
Stormy's got to make a
I
shirt
had
of
him
that
lay
one.
down before the podcast in bed, but it was about a
Oh,
half
okay.
hour. And then he told me at 2:00, and I didn't know that. So
Stormy, you
he
were on the
didn't
phone with the
rest very
authorities, right?
well today.
Yeah,
Last
because
night.
it had been so long and none of those voices were waking him up.
Okay, they were
Mhm.
worried about you. Look at him. Look at your
I was
friend.
picturing all the nurses
You okay,
outside.
buddy?
Look at
You've
that
been
fucking
okay?
face.
It's okay. You're right.
No
Oh,
worries,
man.
We were screaming for you.
Okay.
It's
okay.
was not cool.
Taking a nap. Let's go fast forward a little bit.
Hey.
All right. Let's fast forward that a little bit. So that was our boy Andrew. Yeah, he fell asleep and woke up. In this next clip, you're going to see what Scott ended up doing Friday.
You know.
Some guy come in there and lick your neck.
Yeah, you were molested, Andrew. Yeah, you really do. You really do need to rewatch this.
Oh, there's our official, unofficial male model of the sports head, Brian Clauder, rocking the sports head shirt versus Carolina. It's currently at 0-0. Thank you, Brian Clauder. We love it. We love all the sports heads here in the chat tonight.
Alexa, turn
Two
on
cookies and 4 right out. Why you hucking me about Shabbat? It's Shabbat. Why you hucking me?
We might as well try the one. We might as well try the
Okay, might as well make a variety of this shit.
Mixed
Friskies.
grill.
How'd you like this one,
Ooh,
Scott? Mixed grill. Now
Yeah.
we're getting into the barbecue. Oh, but Stut Joe has an aggressive request there, Scott. He has turkey feast. This man wants turkey feast. What do you think, bro? Call audible for our producer.
That's the bad one.
I think that's why he wants it.
That's the one I don't like.
I'm guessing that's exactly why he wants it. That wasn't your favorite flavor, was it, Scott?
It even kind of
No, that was
sparkles.
the
It's got
worst
some
one.
sort of glass or something's in it.
Sparkle is never good.
It's got
So
some
now-
sort of grit in it.
I'm just
Yeah.
meeting Scott for the first time today.
Yes.
So I just want to gauge a couple things here.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So he's eating this dog food, cat food. How much did he make on Super Chats? To do this?
I do it for the show,
price?
baby.
What was the price?
I do it for the show.
Yeah, he was doing it. He was offering it for $5. He was saying for $5 he would take a spoonful.
And,
What do you think
and, and now does that
Yeah.
$5 get split between the 5 people on screen too before?
Well,
it
you
trickles
know,
down?
Google math. There's a couple people that have their hands out before we get a little
Yeah.
percentage of it. You know, Google
Yeah.
and whatnot. So,
Shuli takes his 94%.
yeah,
Oh,
no, he,
Yeah.
oh,
I've
he takes
also
90.
eaten-
He takes 96 out of me.
Oh,
You must have a
also
good
eaten
deal.
worms. I've also eaten worms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now at least I know where we stand here.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
Yes. In a
That's
previous episode, Scott would put worms in Bob Levy's blue cheese ass licking hot sauce. So Scott's up for anything. But that was $5. Let's check out. Come on and play.
And now,
here we go. Here's the actual play.
Is that good enough?
I think it's good enough. I think we'll all find that acceptable. Looks good enough to me.
Here we go.
It's good for my
Looks
house.
good.
One more timpani. Here we go.
How's that hype train go?
Yeah.
Come on, ride a train. Oh yeah.
Come on. We're on the cat and the dog food hype train. Oh, hit it. Boom. There he goes.
Oh my God.
You are definitely going to have to film yourself for the people. We're going to need some reaction for the people next week.
I think Scott needs
I
his
don't
own
know
show
who I'm
after
going
this.
to do it.
Look at Andrew.
The Scott show on Shuli Network starting.
I like what Justice says. Justice says, "Look at that shiny coat."
At least he did it on stream and not in front of his children. And
I
embarrassing
end up vomiting.
Did you end up getting sick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right after that he
puked in one of
puked,
the
but I
cage.
didn't put that in there.
So that's why you don't have to pay
I
him.
couldn't relive that.
You don't have to pay him, Cardiff. Scott will do this stuff for free, so we're all good on super chats. Let's see.
Do it for the show.
Kish was on Ray DeVito's Rock Bottom podcast. Let's check this out.
Ooh.
Shout out, Mr. Kish.
From Men
Kish
Are
Army.
Talking.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Mr. Kish. Yeah, I like when Mr. Kish comes on the air. It seems like since Pat Dixon's been on the show, he doesn't come on the screen as much.
I know.
Pat Dixon's been on this show?
No.
No.
Oh.
On
No,
Men Are
Mr.
Talking.
Kish, they do Men Are Talking.
Oh,
I don't know if you're familiar with that show with Anthony Zenhauser.
Yes.
And Pat Dixon and Mr.
I've
Kish.
been on that show. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Well, initially it was just Anthony and Mr. Kish, and we always like when Mr. Kish come on and Anthony would bust his balls. But now that Pat's in there, he's really been relegated to a third mic guy. But shout out, Mr. Kish.
Got it.
Filter. What do I want? Anything but filters. Anything but filters. What I gotta do about my fish tank when it needs a filter? Fuck
This was
filters.
just a late pop-up
That's what I
Ray
said.
podcast, right, Stormy?
No filters, dude.
Yeah.
But what do you think
What am I gonna do about this Brita? Should I buy a new filter? Jake says no.
What? Storm says it's a. By the way, I heard that you wedding crashed a wedding in West Virginia.
He just, I don't know
What do you
why
got?
Ray started singing that. He just did.
Hold on.
Starts saying no filter. All right, so here's the call of the week, okay? So we can talk about this a little bit after the fact, but this is the call that either does or does not match up with the live that Chad was doing at the time, because Ray, in his song, he believes both. He believes that the phone call is real with the threat, and he also believes that Chad could not have done the threat because he was on air at the time. So let's roll this call right here.
Hello? I'm fucking dead. You hear that? I'm fucking dead. Am I getting to you, fat boy?
Adam, can he threaten somebody that on the show like that?
You can't do it on the phone. I'm
can't
fucking
do it on the
dead.
phone.
You're
Being
so
recorded.
fucking. You're pathetic. You're pathetic. Go cry to Florentine, you fucking candy ass bitch.
Wow, that's what a way to end the show.
Woo!
Wow.
Winning, motherfucker.
You
Go
can't
ahead,
threaten
play in
people
the
like
mud.
that. That's
play
fucking.
in the mud. Play in the mud. Play in the mud. Let's see how good it's going to happen to you. I don't need to do a damn thing to you because
You're not allowed to threaten
are a
people.
loser. You are a loser.
Don't
in
threaten him,
fucking
Bob. He's
life.
already winning.
I'm not.
You're winning.
He's a loser in life, and that's the way it is. And I hope Godfrey finds out. Fucking Jim Brewer and Florentine realize what a piece of shit you are, and how you'll turn on them in a second because you are a fucking loser. You're a fucking loser. You know, you're a fucking loser. Go ahead.
How do you really
Wow.
feel, Bob?
Wow, I'm glad we got that on tape, though.
If he
Should
would
be
have waited
interesting.
just 2 more minutes to call you, that wouldn't be on the fucking show.
I
Like
wonder
a
what
fucking
the-
idiot.
He
Only
had to
Chad
call,
could call.
before he ate because he's a fat fuck.
But only Chad could do it right before you go off
You
the
are
air
fat.
to fucking
You are
incriminate
fat.
him.
You are fat. You are fat.
I mean, with his,
You
he's
can't
got a
do that to
37-page
people. You're not
rap
gonna,
sheet,
like,
and he's threatening people on the air. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, play that if he tries to buy a gun.
I don't talk
Yeah.
about him. I don't want to fucking. But he's.
Now, is it true, Potato, that you being friends with Chad Zuppet, do you have exclusive information about this phone call? Do you have any information?
I don't have exclusive information from the Zuppet, but Bedabbler had synced up the feeds of Chad's, I think, Mondays with Mazer and this episode. So if the timelines are correct, and I do trust Bedabbler for some reason, it was not, Chad was on the air with Tony Mazer at the time of this phone call. So that should lead you to believe that Chad is an evil genius and was able to disguise the fact that it was him making the call, and he somehow used technology to hide it. I don't know. It I don't think it sounded like him, the bit that came through, but it's all really messed up though. That's what I can say for sure. It's escalating to a very strange point.
Yeah, it is, because for a while, Bob was notorious as being the fence sitter, but you notice lately he's not so much of a fence sitter. He's really coming out and addressing some of this stuff, and it's kind of odd. I think this MLC brings that kind of aggression out, brings that other side of Bob out.
I was with Bob the moment that Chad first blocked him on Twitter, and Bob was not angry, not just flummoxed, just it was confusion, like. Just doesn't know what to do with this guy, and that was February, so it's obviously ratcheted up since then. But it was, there was a point I think where Bob was just like, "Oh, Chad," but now I think it's getting a little too much to ignore.
Yeah, because I think that weekend he was saying that he was accusing Bob of saying things about him at DabbleCon, talking shit about him behind his back at DabbleCon, right? Was that the weekend you're talking about?
Yeah. Not so much that, just that Bob was even there with, the bad guys. The bad guys.
With all his Kumia friends.
Yes, Kumia's cucks.
Kumia's cucks.
Yeah, I was watching the MLC episode, and when it happened and Chad called, I don't know why I did it, but immediately I went to see if Chad was still live. I guess to see if he was doing it live is why I did that. But then when I went over to his channel, I'm not a member of whatever you have to do on his channel now. And it was privated. So if he was live for sure, I don't know. But I know for sure it was privated. So whatever was going on.
But yeah, Bedabbler put all that together with the timestamps, and I think he gave that to Melton. Melton put that out there. But it's, according to him, he was on the air at the time of the call. So unless, again, it was an elaborate cover-up of some sort, and he was able to do both, or have someone, he had his proxy make the call. But
He's not that clever.
No.
But I love watching Bedabbler's snipe streams. I see that Stut Joe is kind of joined in, and they'll do like the three-way count where you can see who's getting the MLC's getting the most, or if Chad's getting the most, or if Bedabbler's getting the most, to get up to the minute information. I love everybody's having a good time with it, making something funny out of something that ain't that fun all the time.
Yes.
Let's see. Shout out Stut Joe Depot. It's about Jake losing his channel. Steel Toe wants to talk about Chad again.
How about this? Maybe somebody was pranking Bob and spoofed Chad's number. I mean, it just seems so.
I mean, the only logical way that makes sense is that it was a setup, and then Bob lied to push that. But
maybe.
But again, then you're saying that Bob or other people planned to do this. I don't know. I'd have to watch the video again to see if he actually shows it, seeing it's like Chad's thing. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's, you know what? That's the latest reason to watch Misery Loves Company today.
Yeah.
Was it an actual death threat, or is Bob getting goofed? Junior Coltrane says the video is up.
Why
Chad
can't
left
it
it
be
up.
both?
Well, here you go.
All right, you want to set this one up real quick, Stormy?
Yeah. So through the week, one of the viewers, and he's been on some of the podcasts, My Lost Interest. He sent us this clip from something that he made for a podcast that he watched. So I told him that I'd share it with everybody.
All right. Let's check it out. Shout out to our friend My Lost Interest. I think he was in our chat earlier, and he's in a lot of them. Yeah, he did this little thing
My
for
Lost Interest filmed
cigar
for us.
show.
Oh, God.
It's Friday. It's Thursday, baby. It's My Lost Interest. How's everybody doing? TA4 family, Cigar Club family, formerly FA4 family. It's a secret. 100th episode, can that be right? I mean, it seems like only yesterday when Griff was diving into his pool with his clothes on. Still not sure why he did that. But Griff can do what he wants. He's a podcasting rock star, legend in the cigar world. He's the bee's knees. Let's not forget the OG, Dave Ember.
Oh, God.
His Christmas drinking show is legendary.
I did $80 for the name. Cohiba Serie M. I'll Flarinet it on the way out. Flarinet is the best cigar I've ever smoked in my life.
Yeah, won't soon forget that show. So Dave Ember leaves us, and there's Pew, who steps up. He was the #1 producer, some great game shows. He steps up and has become the sexy podcast host that we all know and love. Not to mention, Pew's a really good guy. Well, that's it for me. Hope everybody enjoys this episode of the Cigar Club podcast. I want to say, give a shout out to the friends in chat and Discord that I've met along the way. And it's been a fun ride. Let's keep it going.
All right, that ending, that was good. That's a good look. I'll pull the George Costanza look.
God, Steve's crazy. Thank you, Steve, for the video. Steve keeping that hairstyle.
It's a great look. I mean,
I think if
the summer
people didn't
stash
know,
is coming back.
If
Steve
they didn't
needs to
know
pull
him,
that
they could probably believe that was his natural hairline or hairdo, rather.
I agree. Steve, think about it. Let it grow. Dye it out. Maybe get a wig instead. Keep the wig. And just, live your best life this summer.
Are you a cigar guy, Bobby Fran?
I am not. Let me shout out to My Lost Interest real quick. I'm going to finish that one up right there. Yeah. I am not. How about yourself, Mr. Potato?
I dabble. I dabble in the occasional cigar.
Dabble, you say?
I think the beginning of COVID, I really got into it. It was just, again, another hobby that I picked up. But yes, I do enjoy an occasional cigar.
Very good.
Went to a cigar factory once in the Dominican, and those were my favorite cigars ever. I brought back a couple boxes of those. They're all gone.
Really?
Now,
well, that was a feature from our friend My Lost Interest. I mentioned his name.
I know My Lost Interest very well. He's a regular chatter.
He certainly is. He's a great friend and supporter and super chatter and chatter. And he's kind of I'm gonna think he's like a kind of a closeted podcaster because I didn't really know he had this in him. So I was happy to see him put a little video out there. He's nice enough to share videos and sound bites with us. So I was happy to see him getting into the game. So shout out to our friend My Lost Interest. All right. What we got? Does the potato smoke weed? Do you care to divulge that?
Cardiff Electric, I am not unblocking you. You're a troublemaker. Stop telling Monique from Radio Gump that I'm...
Is that your clip?
Because I'm not.
Yes, I finally got it.
Monique, and she's a friend of mine. You're a freaking troll, so just get lost, okay? I gave you your attention. You should be very happy. You could go jerk off later.
Thank you, John. I dabble. Again, I dabble.
So, like the week that you did the Shuley interview, I don't know that you were fully separated from Stuttering John yet, and you said that John accidentally blocked you on Twitter that day. Do you think that was that the case or what? at the time?
That is what I believed at the time. I thought it was an accident, but it turns out there was some malicious intent from Monique at Radio Gunk, bad-mouthing me, yes. But at the time, I still had, I believed that John had done it by accident.
So what ultimately did it for you? Because I understand that when he did the DC trip, he had asked you to write some jokes, but he didn't want you having them attributed to you. So was that the proverbial straw that broke the camel's back in your relationship, or what really did it for you?
No, it was just the my relentless attempts to get unblocked. Eventually, I had to turn my back on him. I couldn't put any more energy into the Unblock Cardiff campaign. I realized it was fruitless, and he had definitely. And once I heard that clip, I knew that the block was intentional, and I had decided to focus my energies in another direction.
Very good. All right, we have a question here. Is the Zuppet going live with Tukey later today? Maybe Cardiff can ask him.
The Zuppet will not be on the air today. No, the Zuppet has a medical appointment that he must attend to.
All right, very good. Bolo shouting out "Whoa, lost," because I think he was kind of equally surprised that he's kind of doing like a video bit. Also, he had that wig on, and I'm not going to ask why. I think he looks so good in that, but I know that you have a female potato. I have seen you do. What's it? I call her Lady Tata. She shows herself sometimes, right? You have a female version of the potato?
Who, me?
Yes.
No. On stream? Oh, with the hair?
Yeah, the hair. Yes,
yeah,
the hair.
yeah. That's a dude.
That's a dude. I've seen the Trump hair. I thought I've also seen the feminine hair too. I call her Lady Tata.
It's like hair metal.
Hair metal. All
Yeah.
right. Cool. Very good. All right.
I was confused. I was like, wait, there's another potato?
Yes. Let's see. My lost interest says smoking a Cuban in Cardiff's honor, not a cigar, an actual Cuban. There it is.
Yeah.
There's the hair. See, I thought it. See, when
Obviously a dude.
Obviously, dude that indeed looks like a lady. Dude looks like a lady. Well, see, my lost interest, you're gonna have to cease and desist now because see, that's Cardiff's bit. He's the blonde haired.
Yes.
He's got the blonde haired bit.
Yes, Griff.
Yes, Griff. Let's see. Make sure we get through some of these and we'll pull this train into the station. We appreciate everybody being here today. Appreciate our guest, Cardiff Electric, joining us on our little coffee and pod show. Let's see.
Have you ever seen, I know that you went over some of Chad's older stuff that he has done that's on YouTube. Have you ever seen a Sweater Vest song?
I've heard about the Sweater Vest song, I believe. And just to clarify, Stormy, I do not go over Chad's material. Chad challenged people to watch those videos and not laugh. Like, he put it out there, like, you watch these 3 videos, and there's no way you're not going to laugh. So I wasn't, he told us to do that. Didn't work out the way he had expected.
Yeah, so I caught that stream when you were doing that, when you were accepted the challenge to watch the videos, and I was having fun with you saying cease and desist because with all this drama going on, Stormy went back in the video archives and we said Chad had to be funny at some point. He calls himself a comedian, so Stormy went and did the deep dive, and we were looking for actual examples of him being funny. So we thought it was interesting when you were doing like the same thing last week. So what is your conclusion of Chad being funny? Is it possible? What's your conclusion, sir?
No,
not happening. That seemed to be the overall conclusion of all the videos. Well, we have one more chance to convince you otherwise. We do have Sweater Vest right here, so we're going to play that for you. Let's see what the people think about Sweater
Vest.
It's catchy.
So are colds. Doesn't mean people want them.
That's true.
All right. Here we go. Like to see it? Here we go. Here's the hit sensation, Chad in a sweater vest. Is Chad funny? Was he ever funny?
So far, so good.
Terribly White Dancing.
Straight out the pages of LL Bean with the fresh sweater vest looking crispy clean. I put a sweater vest on. Nobody knows that I'm a broke ass man with some whack ass clothes. I step into the club, I know I'm getting some ass. Cause nothing says stiff white man with cash. Quite like a V-neck sleeveless knit. Don't you feel me, Chad? I can't believe this shit. I go from boy to man like that flick with Tom Hanks. When I'm rocking my Argyle Carlton Banks, I could be retarded, dumb as a brick. But when I throw this on, looks like I know some shit. Sometimes I'll even leave it on during sex. I like it when it rubs up on my bare pecs. In tennis and golf, I do okay, but I always hit it through the wickets when I play. You got the Sports Illustrated or the Daily News. I'm thumbing through J. Crew and I'm dropping the deuce. I dress to impress. That probably gets the flame across my chest. Best believe I go sleepless. Yes. I rock a goddamn sweater vest. Dress for success. Sleeves or no sleeves, it's no contest. From 0 to hero in 10 seconds or less. Fuck yes. I rock a goddamn sweater vest. People either think I'm British or they think that I'm gay. Cause I rock a sweater vest like all damn day. Don't own a winter coat, fuck a snowstorm. Frostbite on my arms but my torso's warm. Machine wash cold so my shit don't shrink. Speed stick by men and covers up the armpit steak. I like earth tone, pastels ain't bad. No special occasion, man, I will rock black. Nothing underneath when I'm up at the beach. I get the bad tan lines like my chest got bleached. Man, when I got it on, I look prestigious. High and tight around the waist, it shows off my penis. Best believe it makes it look legit. What you think about that? Hey, that's the shit. Comes a grip with a V and the sleeves are gone. If I'm going in a battle, man, I'm putting one on. Haven't found a set of sleeves that can cover these guns. I got a sweater vest fetish. I got tons. I dress to impress. That probably gets the flame across my chest. Best believe I go sleepless. Yes. I rock a goddamn sweater vest. Dress for success. Sleeves or no sleeves, it's no contest. From 0 to hero in 10 seconds or less. Fuck yes. I rock a goddamn sweater vest. Instant class, that's what I'm about. A sweater vest masks the fact that I'm ass out. You would guess that I'm rolling in a brand new Jag, not a Dodge Neon full of fucking Burger King bags. The only way I could get any wider is if I'm sitting at the ski lodge sipping hot cider. Spare in the trunk, in case it gets dirty. You got one in the trunk? Yeah, you fucking heard me. When I'm at the Gap, they can't wait till I leave. Cause I'm always asking, does this come without sleeves? I'm at the Applebee's happy hour drinking martinis with the Miller Lite girl straight jocking my weenie. You can see me at BW3's, napkin hanging out my V-neck eating chips and cheese. Please, think it looks so easy, I'm for real with this. Still don't believe me? I'm going armless, that's what I rep. Oh, you really like the sweater vest? Yep, I dress to impress. That probably gets the flame across my chest. Best believe I go sleepless. Yes. I rock a goddamn sweater vest. Dress for success. Sleeves or no sleeves, it's no contest. From 0 to hero in 10 seconds or less. Fuck yes. I rock a goddamn sweater vest.
How long is this?
I know. I was getting ready to cut it short. I didn't want to steal anybody's joy away from them. So now that you've seen that, are you now prepared to change your mind and say that Chad is in fact a funny entertainer?
Okay. So even if this was funny, which it's not, I mean, Chad was more or less like the flavorless Flav of that group. Like that wasn't even his. He was just the hype man.
Flavorless Flav
just jumps in every once in a while. But like that was like maybe a cheesy radio bit that could have been like a 12-second something.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that they wrote, what was that? Like, was that 6 minutes? It felt
like 6. It was actually 3. And I wanted to bail on it halfway too, but I didn't want to deny anybody the true entertainment value that is Chad Zumach. So
wow, that was pretty lame.
Yeah, it was what's it? The Lonely Island, and the other bits like the Aldi bit just seemed like a lame white version of a Dave Chappelle bit. So
yeah, no good,
no
bueno.
Yeah, there's a series called Tragically Unemployed that he has too.
And even like I said, we watched the Florentine stuff that he did.
Yeah.
The waiter stuff, and again, the concepts of those were obviously Florentine concepts, right? Like those were right out of his act, right out of
his premises.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, his premises.
Mm-hmm.
But just Chad did added nothing to any of them, and the fact that he's putting that on his YouTube like this is what I created, yeah, he's a zilch. He should be trying to repair his relationship with Aldi because maybe they'll hire him. Maybe.
I think he's going to have to go back to that. What's that tragically unemployed thing you were talking about, Stormy?
Yeah,
has no choice. Cool. All right. Well, we appreciate our guest joining us today, Cardiff Electric. Cardiff Electric, please tell us where you're going to be and where everybody can find you.
Patreon.com/Cardiff Electric. There's some stuff there, I guess. But come see me Saturday in Pottstown. I'll be with the Uncle Rico crew. I'll have some exclusive merchandise available. Yes,
Excellent.
The Cardiff Electric subreddit surfing guitar picks will be debuting for the first time. Yes.
Oh shit! Very good.
I'm a shameless merch whore.
Very good. Well, I'm gonna have to get I'll have to get one of those out of you because I'll be seeing you up there. So if you get a chance, come up to Pottstown, PA. What's that, Scott? Go ahead, buddy.
Hey, I got guitar picks.
Yeah, but you can't have cool subreddit surfing guitar picks, do you?
No.
Well, Scott can make
you can for the low price of $19.99 plus shipping and handling.
There you go. It sounds like a bargain.
Yeah.
A bargain at half the price.
But no,
All
this
right.
was fun. Thanks for having me. Appreciate
I
it.
certainly appreciate you joining us, sir. You can catch out Cardiff Electric. Let's catch him out on subreddit surfing. Come check him out live. That's going to be good.
Wednesday night, subreddit surfing, yeah.
Subreddit surfing. We appreciate Cardiff Electric joining us on Coffee and Pots today. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you all. Even Scott.
Even Scott. Wow, that was amazing.
Mhm.
So generous of you.
Yes.
That's cool.
Cool.
It's good to meet you, Cardiff.
Thank you, Scott.
All right, everybody. Miss Cardiff Electric. Thank you. All right. You can stick around as we wrap up the show if you like. Let's see. We'll get a couple of these more comments off the screen. Boom. Let's see.
I see Cardiff.
I see Cardiff bouncing. Boom. I think Cardiff feels sick again. LOL. Well, I guess Chad needs to pray Godfrey will never see this. I love how whenever something happens racially, he always brings up, for lack of a better way of saying it, his token black friend, like, I'm going to go tell my one black friend that you said something bad about black people. That seems to be his way.
Yeah,
It's always Godfrey.
Everything in Chad's life seems to be a grade school mentality.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to tell on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The cool guys.
See, our friend My Lost Interest is going to be there. He says, looking forward to meeting the great Cardiff in Pottstown.
I am looking forward to meeting the famous My Lost Interest.
Chad kind of reminds me of a frat boy that's just stuck in that frat phase, in college. Frat boy.
Yeah.
No, he's more the guy that washed out. Like just never made it into the frat and is always angry. He walks by like he didn't make it into Beta Kappa Alpha, but he got an apartment like right down the street, so he has to cross the frat house on his way to class every day.
Just blends in
and just like spits on the lawn as he passes by, missing all the parties. Yeah.
Yes, all right. Well, I'm sure the boards are going to be on MLC later on today, right?
Yes, we'll see what happens. We'll see. Apparently tomorrow on MLC, Carl from WATP will be on reading from Chad's entire rap sheet.
Oh, gosh.
30 pages.
Oh, well, we got to catch that.
Yeah, so definitely Tuesday is one to not miss.
And that'll be on WATP on Carl's show?
On MLC. On MLC.
Oh, on MLC. Oh, that's right. He's going to be a guest on MLC. Yes. Gotcha. All right. Got my acronym straight. All right, then. Well, with that, we're going to pull this train into the station. We appreciate everybody joining us here for episode 19 of Coffee and Pods. We certainly appreciate our guest, Cardiff Electric. So for Scott, for our co-host and producer, Stormy, what you got, brother?
Tonight on BYB, I'm going to be on BYB. I want to shout out them guys.
All right. Well, you can catch Scott Fitzpatrick. You can see him on BYB tonight, or check him out on No Filter with Andrew when they're doing 6-hour marathon things. So once again, for Scott, for Cardiff Electric, and for my co-host and producer, Stormy, I'm the man BF Bobby Fran. We appreciate you joining us every week for Coffee and Pods. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next Monday. And if we don't see you next Monday, we'll see you the next time that we do see you. Peace and love, everybody. We are out of here.
Laga.
Galaga indeed. Galaga.